The Kardashians have once again found themselves entangled in drama. And this time, the spotlight is on their ongoing tensions with Blac Chyna. This isn't the first time we've seen conflict brewing between Chyna and the Kardashian family, especially with Khloé. The complicated history between them largely stems from Chyna's relationship with Rob, with whom she shares a daughter, Dream. Over time, Dream has spent a significant amount of time with Khloé, leading to a storm of speculation and debate online. And now, things have taken another unexpected turn as Tristan Thompson has decided to voice his thoughts on the matter, something that did not sit well with Blac Chyna at all. We're about to dive into this tangled mess, along with some other Kardashian-related chaos, with the highly anticipated new season of The Kardashians set to premiere this week. Some are even speculating that this sudden surge of drama might just be a publicity move to keep the family's name at the center of online conversations. Regardless of the intent, the internet has been buzzing over a series of recent interactions involving Rob, Blac Chyna, Tristan, and Khloé. Tension between Chyna and Khloé is nothing new, but Tristan's recent involvement has only added more fuel to the fire, turning an already complicated situation into an entirely new spectacle. Before we unravel the latest developments, let's take a step back and revisit the long-standing debates surrounding Dream Kardashian and the ongoing discussion about who plays the most significant role in raising her. Last year, Khloé found herself at the center of public backlash after an episode of The Kardashians aired, revealing that she had thrown Dream a birthday party and referred to herself as Dream's third parent. The internet erupted with criticism, with many accusing her of overstepping boundaries and attempting to position herself as a more influential parental figure in Dream's life than she actually was. What made the situation even more controversial was the fact that Blac Chyna wasn't acknowledged at all during the episode. Her presence was entirely absent from the narrative. Instead, the storyline seemed to revolve around Khloé celebrating Rob as a father while simultaneously positioning herself as a maternal figure to Dream. Adding to the controversy, Scott Disick was featured in the same episode, casually reinforcing the idea that Khloé was more than just an aunt to Dream. He openly stated that she was essentially a co-parent, someone who played a more significant role in Dream's life than just a family member. Khloé eagerly agreed, embracing the idea of being Dream's third parent, a label she seemed to wear with pride. Scott even went as far as to say that Khloé was the one keeping the family running, the wheel that keeps everything moving. Naturally, when this episode aired, the public had questions. Why was Khloé always with Dream? Where did Rob and Chyna fit into this equation? And why did Khloé seem so comfortable assuming the role of Dream's primary caregiver in the absence of her actual mother? At one point, Khloé even fueled speculation further by posting on her Instagram story, sharing a picture captioned "Dream, Mommy, and True." The wording immediately raised eyebrows, as many interpreted it as yet another subtle attempt to portray herself as Dream's mother. However, Blac Chyna's response to the situation was surprisingly composed. Instead of fueling the drama, she approached it with maturity, calmly reminding the public that she and Rob share equal custody of Dream. She acknowledged that while she has no control over what happens at Rob's house, she understands that when Dream is with him, she will inevitably spend time with Khloé as well. It was a statement that aimed to de-escalate the situation rather than add more tension. Khloé, perhaps sensing the growing backlash, later took to social media to address the situation, expressing her disappointment over how the narrative had been twisted. In a heartfelt message, she lamented the way online headlines often manipulate and distort the truth, turning something innocent into a scandal. She insisted that her deep bond with Dream was nothing unusual, emphasizing that she and Rob have always been exceptionally close. Because of that, she naturally spends a lot of time with Dream, and she cherishes every moment. Khloé went on to explain that Dream and her daughter, True, share an inseparable bond, one that she feels incredibly grateful for. To her, All of her nieces and nephews are like her own children. She loves them fiercely. And that love extends beyond traditional family roles. She even described her sisters as her babies, underscoring just how deeply she values family. She firmly believes in the old saying, "It takes a village to raise a child." And she's proud to be a part of that support system. While acknowledging that life is filled with hardships and challenges, she expressed gratitude for having a family that can lean on one another during difficult times. That, to her, is what family is truly about, a strong, unbreakable tribe that stands together through everything. And when it comes to Dream, she insists that the only thing that truly matters is that she is surrounded by love. Whether at her mother's house, her father's house, or with any other family member. Khloé concluded her message with a plea for the public to stop pitting her and Chyna against one another. She acknowledged that the Kardashians versus Chyna narrative might be entertaining for some, but she insisted that it no longer reflects the reality of their situation. Instead of focusing on the past and perpetuating negativity, the only thing that should matter is Dream's happiness, ensuring that she feels unconditionally loved no matter where she is. And just like that, what should have been a simple celebration of Dream's 6th birthday had once again become yet another chapter in the ongoing saga of the Kardashian family drama. Let's strive to approach situations with love, empathy, and a deep sense of understanding, especially when children are involved, as they may one day come across the words and narratives being spun about them online. Khloé was visibly disheartened by the way people were attempting to pit their family members against one another. And honestly, if you take a step back, you can see why the situation might feel unfair. But at the same time, it's hard to deny that the way things were framed in that episode could easily come across as dismissive toward Chyna's role as Dream's mother. If I were in her shoes, I, too, might have felt as though the entire setup was subtly suggesting that I was absent or incapable of fulfilling my responsibilities as a parent. Fast forward to the present, and the drama has only intensified, with Tristan Thompson now inserting himself into the ongoing conversation. Unlike Khloé's situation, where Chyna took a measured and composed stance, this time, she wasn't holding back. The latest controversy began when a video surfaced on Instagram via Hollywood Unlocked, revealing a Snapchat Tristan had posted. The snap featured an emotional message addressed to Dream and True, with the caption prominently displayed, "A message to Dream and True." In the video, Tristan could be heard speaking warmly about his bond with them, saying, "I have 2 daughters, and their names are Dream and True." The way he worded it immediately set off alarms across social media. People began questioning whether he was subtly implying that Dream was somehow his daughter as well, as though she had been unofficially adopted by him and Khloé. The phrasing left many scratching their heads, wondering why he was publicly claiming a child who was not biologically his while seemingly disregarding his own. Tristan's exact words only added fuel to the fire. "Dream is my oldest daughter. And True is my second oldest. Those are my 2 girls. And I miss you both so much. I love you guys." The backlash was swift, and when Blac Chyna caught wind of it, she wasted no time in shutting it down. Chyna took to the comment section of the reposted video, leaving a pointed response that left no room for misinterpretation. Dream has one mother, Angela White, and one father, Robert Kardashian. She declared firmly, "I usually keep quiet, but I'm done. Stop using my daughter for clout." She made it clear that she and Rob have joint custody of Dream and maintain a beautiful, healthy co-parenting relationship. Her words carried a finality to them, a firm boundary against what she saw as an attempt to distort the truth about her role in her daughter's life. Tristan's comments quickly ignited further criticism, with people flooding his Instagram page to call him out directly. Comments ranged from, "Dream is not your daughter," to, "Claim the kids you actually fathered." The backlash was particularly harsh given Tristan's history. Many were quick to point out his 3-year-old son, Theo, whom he shares with Marilee Nichols but has reportedly not publicly acknowledged. The hypocrisy was not lost on the public. People were outraged that Tristan was so willing to publicly claim a child who wasn't his while seemingly neglecting his own. How about you acknowledge the son you actually brought into this world? One commenter wrote, echoing the widespread frustration. His post quickly spiraled into a PR disaster, with many questioning why he seemed so comfortable stepping into a fatherly role for Dream while being noticeably absent from Theo's life. It was, to say the least, not a good look, and just when you thought the Kardashian-related headlines might take a break. Khloé herself entered the conversation, though. This time, in an entirely different context. She weighed in on a controversy surrounding the Grammy Awards, shifting the focus away from family drama and toward something that many felt was an egregious display of disrespect. No, this wasn't about the Kanye West situation, which, let's be honest, was a whole other spectacle. Instead, Khloé spoke up about an incident on the Grammy red carpet that left many people feeling deeply uncomfortable. The controversy unfolded when the Associated Press was in the middle of a live interview with music legend Babyface. As the interview was ongoing, the hosts became aware that Chappell Roan was passing by and decided, in real time, to redirect their attention to her. They abruptly called her over, essentially sidelining Babyface mid-conversation. The entire situation felt dismissive and unprofessional. As if a man who had contributed decades of groundbreaking work to the music industry could be so easily brushed aside for a trending artist of the moment. If you had seen my Grammys recap, you'd know exactly how awkward and tone-deaf this moment was. Watching it play out in real time was jarring. Babyface, a pioneer in songwriting, production, and performance, was treated as an afterthought. Khloé did not hold back in expressing her frustration over the incident. She took to social media to call it out directly, voicing what many were already thinking. This is beyond disrespectful, she wrote. To see a legend like Babyface, someone who has had an undeniable impact on the music industry, treated this way is absolutely maddening. She emphasized that his legacy spans generations and that he deserves far more respect than what he was given in that moment. Her words resonated with many, earning her praise for speaking up. Babyface isn't just another artist. He is a defining figure in music history. Someone whose contributions have shaped the sound of R&B and pop music for decades. To see him disregarded so casually was, in Khloé's eyes, and in the eyes of many, a glaring misstep that should not go unnoticed. So, between Tristan's ill-advised words about Dream, Chyna's fiery response, and Khloé's unexpected but well-received stance on the Grammys, the Kardashian universe remains as chaotic as ever. He has shaped the soundtracks of multiple generations, leaving an indelible mark on the music industry that will be cherished for years to come. Babyface, I have nothing but admiration for you. I will always be a devoted fan. Deeply grateful for the incredible artistry and timeless music you have gifted us throughout your career. Beyond his talent, what stands out most is his grace. You are the epitome of class, handling even the most uncomfortable situations with dignity and poise. And honestly, whether someone is a legend or an emerging artist, whether their career spans decades or has just begun, everyone deserves to be treated with respect. In my eyes, no one should ever be dismissed or overlooked in such a manner. There's a right way to navigate these moments, and this was most certainly not it. Following the backlash, the hosts did acknowledge the incident and issued an apology at the end of their live stream. As reported by Page 6, they expressed regret over how things played out. One of them stated, "I've always been a huge Babyface fan, just like so many of us, and I truly want to apologize for what happened." They explained that during live broadcasts, producers are often speaking into their earpieces, urging them to wrap up interviews, making it difficult to extend conversations even when they genuinely want to. Another host, Amber, admitted that she was especially disappointed by how the situation unfolded. She had been looking forward to asking Babyface more about the evolution of women in R&B and felt disheartened that the interview was cut short in such an abrupt and dismissive way. "I truly regret that I was part of that moment," she confessed. "I wish I had done more to steer things differently. It was a privilege that he even stopped to speak with us in the first place. And after this, I honestly wouldn't blame him if he didn't want to next time." It was, without a doubt, a frustrating and unfortunate situation, one that Khloé felt compelled to call out on her Instagram story this week. But beyond this, I want to hear what you all think, not just about the Grammys controversy, but also about the chaos surrounding Blac Chyna, Tristan, Rob, and Khloé. Do you think Chyna was justified in calling Tristan out for the way he spoke about Dream? And what about the ongoing speculation that Khloé and Tristan are subtly trying to position themselves as Dream's parental figures? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I love reading what you guys have to say. As always, I appreciate you all so much. And I can't wait to chat again in the next video. Until then, take care. Bye, guys.